the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out here with the option left. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Shaw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 66 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Shaw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll pound it up the middle with Lacy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea, I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Far.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Far.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos.
K.J. Hamler, 32 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now Mevis for the PAT.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Rams 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Shaw looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Far. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Joseph Osai.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Off the play fake. Shaw. He's got Allen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Shaw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Far. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on second down, Shaw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Slot man moves right. Throwing on third and long. Shaw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Off play action. Shaw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here we go.
On fourth down, Shaw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Deputy Ranger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard of the completion in second and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Greg Dulcich,
40 yards.
and the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead is down to 2. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man
incomplete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, they'll throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Akers will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Here's Shaw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Up the middle, it's Lacey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, a run for Lacey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Joseph Osai
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Let's go now.
Out of the pistol, here's Lacey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Lacey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.